up, everybody? We've had the first and the second generation of Pokemon, so it's only natural we have the third generation. Now, a quick bye-bye before we begin. I am the least experienced with Hoenn out of probably any of the regions up until Kalos. Only reason being, at this point I was in my cool phase where I thought I was a bit above beyond Pokemon. I've obviously retracted, but I've not really given the third generation the love or attention it deserves. So if there are any mistakes, do let me know. Anyway, let us start off with Littleroot Town. We play at the Knuckle Gym, obviously a fighting gym. Not really sure what I'm going for the home and away kit here. Do let me know if you have any inkling what I was possibly thinking. Now they are led by Brawly, 17-year-old manager. Now as you can see, his managerial stats are incredibly bad, just awful. This as a result does mean that they are a player, so we'll see what their playing credentials are like. Much better, much better. One absolutely fantastic little winger they are. Great dribbling, great fast touch, great passing, great technique. I feel they're probably going to be one of the better wingers in the entire league. Let's see the players at their disposal though. With Medicham out for a day with a tight fight. Unfortunately not particularly good. This was also a running theme that we had in the Kanto and Johto League. Most of the Pokemon left an awful lot to be desired, and unfortunately Medicham is continuing this tradition. We got Hariyama in goalkeeper as a goalkeeper. Not bad, to be honest with you. Good passing, good kicking, good handling. Not great, well, bad eccentricity, but I think that's probably a good thing. Great aerial reach, good goalkeeper all in all. We have definitely seen better in the Pokemon world. We move over to Fortree City, home of all of the flying Pokemon of the Hoenn region. They play in Feather Forest, 2,000 capacity stadium. Let's have a quick check at the players and staff. Manager, we have Renona, 28, I want to say she is. Not a bad manager all in all. Great man management, great determination, plays a vertical tiki-taka brand of football. Players she has at her disposal, she has a Tropius in goal. I think Tropius is one of the neatest Pokemon that's ever existed. It's a flying dinosaur with leafy wings and bananas grow off its neck. How can you not love Tropius? Probably one of my favourite Hoenn Pokemon, I dare say. Unfortunately, as a goalkeeper, he is not particularly good. We've got Pelipper. When I did play through Pokemon Emerald, I think Pelipper single-handedly wiped out most of the Elite Four for me. So I'll always be grateful for him for that. Unfortunately, as a defender, he's not particularly good either. We've got Altaria, one of my favourite Hoenn Pokemon as well. Great midfielder, great defensive midfielder. Not great in the stats, unfortunately. There's a theme here where I compliment the Pokemon and then slander them as a player. We've got Swallow. I'm a big fan of Swallow as well, actually, but unfortunately, you know what we're going to say, not a great player, good flair though. We've got Rayquaza, the first of the legendaries we have seen. We got a legendary midfielder, attacking midfielder, and striker. Pretty good. Great natural fitness, great acceleration, great composure, you love to see it. Great off the ball, great fast touch, decent enough finishing and great dribbling. Going to get a good couple of goals in the Hoenn League, I can only imagine. And we've got Salamence, another good striker. They've got a really good striking force in Rayquaza and Salamence in. Salamence is a dragon type, if I'm led to be correct. I think I just put the dragons in there as well, because they could fly, I suppose. Again, I'm not too sure. Anyway, good determination. Everything else is really good across the board, but not magnificent across the board. So I'm hoping this determination stat will boost all the other stats as a result. We've got Littleroot Town, home to all the fire Pokemon in Hoenn. Of course, you need to have a bright fiery red kit. Playing in the Heat Arena. I think I was running out of ideas for arena names at this point. They are led by Flannery, 21 years of age. They play a tiki-taka brand of football. Great motivational skills. And they've got a Camerupt. I'm a big fan of Camerupt, actually, I must say. Unfortunately, as a footballer, not particularly good. The determination skill might boost these other stats, but holy fuck, is he going to have to knuckle his little camel head down and whack hard. We got Blaziken. I feel everyone likes Blaziken, don't they? Unfortunately, not a really good striker, you'd think. He's a very kicky sort of Pokemon. He'd be a great striker. Again, I have mentioned this in the previous video. If you're seeing a few Pokemon pop up for Japanese, don't worry too much about it. I can change that with the in-game editor. Some of them we've had to keep as Japanese because we can't play in the league otherwise. Basically, as soon as you get a call up to Japanese, we can change them back to Pokémon. And we've got Torkoal in defense. Not a bad defender, not a good defender, I would say. The positioning and the decision making is working in his favour. Everything else does leave a little bit to be desired. We've got Littleroot Town, the hometown of the protagonist, where we start the entire thing. They play at Birch Lab. I don't know why I just went for blue. I don't think I've edited their kit. It's just blue and red. Oh well, we'll keep it as that then. Anyway, of course there's no... Where's Gym Littleroot Littleroot Town. Actually, isn't there? There's the Steel Gym. As a result, there's an Absol? Why is there an Absol? What have I done here? I don't remember. If anyone can let me know, if anyone's watching this, and they can understand why I put Absol in Littleroot Town, can you let me know? So I don't know. I think I just really like Absol, and I thought I would put him in Littleroot Town. We've got a Claydol as well. That's a Steel type, if I'm right in thinking. I'm just confused what's going on with Littleroot Town. I think Littleroot Town, maybe I've just put Pokemon I like in there. I can't remember. Oh, this is more like it. We got a Metagross. We know that's a Steel Pokemon. Pretty famous of the Hoenn Pokemon, you've got to say. Absolutely tremendous striker, you've got to say. He will be bashing in a lot of goals, I can only imagine. And we've got an Aggron as well. Tremendous little defender. Great tackling, great passing, great marking, great heading, great first touch. Going to be a fantastic defender all around. Probably the best we'll see in the Hoenn League, I suspect. We got Mossdeep City. Lovely. You know me, I love a yellow and black kit. Electric kit. But at Dynamo Park, they have Watson as their manager, 58-year-old controlled possession approach manager. Good determination, good man management. Coaching, not great, not bad at the same time. Now, unfortunately, as you may or may not know, Hoenn doesn't really boast a wide range of electric Pokemon. As a result, he's got a Plusle, which is just awful. Great natural fitness, great flower as well. Maybe it will get better, but I doubt it. He's got his little mate Minun as well. Minun? Don't know how to pronounce it. Bad player as well. He's got a Manectric, so that is something. He can play midfield or attack in midfield in any of the roles. He's not really great either, so I think Mossdeep City, they could be in trouble this season, I feel. We've got Mossdeep City. I feel these could be title contenders, to be completely honest with you. We play at the Mine Stadium. Lovely little purple kit. I love a purple kit. They are at the moment led by one of the twins, Tate, who's not particularly good as a manager, unfortunately. And in addition to that, she's a man. Wait, Tate is the boy, isn't he? I don't remember. This is what I mean. I've not played Hoenn in a very long time. I probably should. Great determination. If Tate should fail for whatever reason, then Lisa, who's also a man, and a 48-year-old man at that, will take over. There's been a bit of an editing faux pas there. We will sort it in post. Great determination as well. Neither of these twins are particularly good, unfortunately. Players at their disposal with. We have a Solrock up front. Great flair, but that's really the only good thing about him. Got a Lunatone as well. He can play striker. He's learned to be a striker, but he is more adept at attacking midfield or midfield. Great flair as well, but again, nothing much to write home about otherwise. Pig, good old Grumpig, Luke's favourite Pokemon. Luke's my friend, just so we don't know. He'll actually show up in the FMVerse at some point, but we're talking months away. But again, Grumpig, not a particularly good player. And we have a legendary in our midst. We've got a Latios here, can play midfield, attacking midfield, training to be a right midfielder, and training to be a striker. Not really good. No greens anywhere, unfortunately. We've got a Gardevoir. Everyone likes Gardevoir, don't they? Unfortunately, not very good. Attacking midfielder? Yeah, makes sense. Special attack. Not really good in any brand, unfortunately. It is sad to see. And of course, we've got the other legendary flying Pokemon. We've got Latias as well. No greens. You hate to see it. They have... I take back what I said about Mossdeep City being title contenders. I'm not sure if they are going to be now. We got Petalburg City. They play in a nice, boring white kit. Normal type, isn't it? Away kit. Green for Petal? I don't quite know. We play at Balance Park, 3,000 capacity stadium. And of course, led by Norman, 23 years old. Is that right? He's the protagonist's dad, isn't he? I don't fucking know. He's good at working with youngsters. Everything else is absolutely atrocious. And even as a player, he's not good, so he's a bad player and a bad manager at the same time. Will he at least have players to make it starting off with a Spinda? Spinda is one of many Pokemon we've seen so far. It can play any position possible, but they're just bad at every single one. His determination is good though, so it might get better. We've got Exploud in goal. He could just be loud enough at the sound waves. We'll shoot the ball in a separate direction. Not really that good, but his determination is good, so that is something. Got Delcatty. Ever since getting a cat, I really am liking cat Pokemon again. I've become one of them. So big fan of Delcatty. Unfortunately, as a player, he's not good whatsoever. Kecleon. I feel Kecleon. I think with Kecleon, they really tried to make him sort of the mascot of Hoenn, and it just never really came to fruition. I don't know what the hell's going on with his positioning here either. He's a defender, left back, and left midfielder. Not great at any of them. We've got Zangoose. Never been a fan of Zangoose whatsoever. He's a pretty tidy little striker. Nothing great, nothing to write home about. His stats may go up in the future. We hope they will. And of course, we've got Slaking. Absolutely fantastic striker. And he's not going to be a piece of shit like the actual Pokemon is. He is actually going to work hard. His determination is 11, his flair is 18, his off the ball is 16. Aggression is only 5, he's chilled out a fair bit. He does sleep a lot, doesn't he, actually? So yeah, maybe that's probably why. But either way, great striker. You got Mossdeep City, home of the rock Pokemon. Now the rock Pokemon, I think, are probably one of the better players in the entire game because of the high defense stat. Because this is what the issue with this is. We're basing the player's value based entirely on the Pokemon stat. So for example, like look at Shuckle. Shuckle is shit at attack, shit at speed, but his defense is sky high. As a result, Shuckle is one of the best players in the entire game. I digress though, we play at Stone Isle, led by Roxanne. Again, shit manager, she is atrocious, and she's not even a player to make up for it. She's just a really bad manager. I think I did put a lot of attention into with Hoenn one, if I'm honest with you. Players she has at her disposal, she's got a Credilli. Disregard what I said about them being high at defense, being a good player, because he is awful. Just an awful player. But Armaldo, he's out with COVID as well. COVID has been taking the Pokemon world by storm. If you haven't watched the last video, pretty good, but not great. Just he's a C+ player. We got Nosepass. I've always had a thing for Nosepass. I've always just thought he was quite cool. It's just a rocky nose for Pokemon. He's actually not a bad player. Not great either. Maybe a B+ player, I would say. We've got Relicanth. I keep thinking Relicanth is like a pseudo legendary. He's not. He's an attacker. He's training to be a defender for some strange reason. Really fucking good attacker though. Holy shit. What are the odds that Relicanth would be one of the better strikers in the entire game? And then of course we've got Regirock. We've got one of the legendaries, and what a legendary defender he might end up being. Bad determination though. Come on Regirock, do a little bit better. Does he need it though? Look at this. Great tackling, great passing, great marking, great heading, great fast touch. All of these are 18. Fantastic all in all. He probably wouldn't be the best players in the year, I would say. And of course, last but not least, we got Littleroot City, the water place. They got a lovely watery white kit for her, playing at the Rain Dome, 5,000 all capacity stadium, led by good old Wallace. He's 18, is that right? I don't remember. He's not good. None of these managers are really good, to be honest with you. Working with youngsters is his highest stat in coaching at 13. In terms of his mental, man management at 14, he's a really bad manager. At his disposal, he's got Huntail, defender, who's not particularly good whatsoever. It's a Huntail though, what do you expect it to be good? We've got Swampert, one of the more famous starters here. Not a good striker, unfortunately. Good natural fitness, but that's pretty much all we can write home about. Sharpedo, I like Sharpedo. I always felt he should have got like a better evolutionary line, to be completely honest with you. Not a bad striker. I can only assume if he puts his head down, these stats will probably boost up a fair bit for him. We've got Melodic, always been a big fan of Melodic. What a faff to get. Good midfielder. Reasonable good midfielder. Again, we're going to have to hope that her stats fly up a fair bit. And once again, we've got a famous legendary at the club. We've got Kyogre, midfielder and attacking midfielder. Pretty good across the board, but again, for a legendary Pokemon, you would expect a little better. And then you've got Wailord, absolutely fantastic goalkeeper. But once again, goalkeepers just always tend to be fantastic in this game. Palkia is going to have a wealth of goalkeepers behind them. But that is the Hoenn League. There are a few teams I just couldn't get rid of. I'd say a few, just one team. We can't get rid of Ryutsu Kensai FC, so they're just there in the Hoenn League for whatever reason. They don't kick off until the end of the month. This video is a little bit premature, so we are going to have to wait about a month to see them. Once again, we are sticking to the rule that every team in alphabetical order gets a home game each. So originally we should be starting with Littleroot Town, but they're not playing at home. So we'll be starting with Fortree City, who, there we go, Fortree City, who will be up against Littleroot Town. And the week after that, we get Littleroot Town again, so quite Littleroot Town heavy for the first couple of weeks. But anyway, thank you again for watching. I would really appreciate it if you gave it a little like. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Next up, you know what's coming. We've got Sinnoh and Unova. I'll meet you then. Ta-ta.